What is going on, YouTube? It's RonaldFuller, the Tradesman Service and Solutions. I just want to apologize. If you guys look at my mouth over now, I'm eating sunflower seeds. That's what I usually do when I'm doing jobs. I eat sunflower seeds, make it go by faster. But I'm working on this horse farm. I helped do a remodel, and then the client kept calling me back to do some other stuff. So right now I'm just I think I replaced the fan with something else. They put a different fan there originally, but they didn't like it, so they haven't replaced it. So that's what I'm doing. And then in the garage, I'm filling in these spaces right here with drywall that I'm not sure if it was supposed to be part of the remodel or they just left it open, but I did the drywall and I added some outlets. So I'm just explaining this, but I wanted to make this video about why I like being a handyman. I know there's a handyman are kind of looked down upon on other trades, but I love being a handyman, or if you want to call it a general contractor. You know, there's a saying out there that says jack of all trades but master of none, right? But you know, there's a that's not the whole saying. The whole saying is the jack of all trades, master of none, but better than one, which means I know how to do knowing how to do all these other trades. It's better just to be a master of just one trade. Now, I admit there is some handyman out there that give us a bad rap, that don't know how to do things by code, that don't care, that just try to make it for a quick buck. But that's not me. I always look up the code. I have other trades in my contacts, so if I don't know something, I call them, ask them a question, or ask them to help me, or teach me, whatever it might be. I have no problem doing that. I love being a handyman because clients kind of prefer a handyman, because once they know you had to do multiple things like this one, I know how to do drywall and electrical and other stuff. They'd rather just book you instead of having 3 different people come in and out their house. So they have me just do everything. Now, there'll be some times where I don't know how to do something with electrical, like when it comes like the breaker panel. There's some stuff I will not do because I'm not knowledgeable and I don't have the experience. But changing the outlet, replacing a fan, easy work, easy money. I'll do that all day. And here I am, you see the straight line I did, you see the measurements I did, that's what they wanted, and then I'm measuring this right here, looking at it, say, okay, what's this wire right here? I think that was for old irrigation line, maybe not, but I'm taking measurements right here. I'm about to take measurements. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the irrigation line, yeah. But yeah, jack of all trades. I love it. I can never go out of work. There's ever a slow season for me, especially if you work for property management. They love handyman. They want one person, especially with how this economy is going, just in general, they would, a normal person would rather have one person to do everything instead of having multiple people work on their house. They want one person just in and out the house. They can't, and once they build a rapport with you, they trust you, they're comfortable with you being in the house instead of trying to find another electrician, find another plumber, stuff like that. But at the same time, being a handyman, you gotta make sure you can stand behind your work. Somebody said, which I also follow, I believe, is if you could go to sleep at night, then you probably did your work right. And there'll be some people that could sleep good at night, knowing that they did a crappy job, but they're sleeping good at night because they got paid. But that's not me. If I did something, I'm like, yeah, man, I can't stand behind this. I had no problem telling the client, hey, I think I overwhelmed myself or I underestimated this job. I would suggest getting another person, or hey, give me an extra day, or hey, don't pay me the whole thing, whichever one they pick. Because I'm honest with myself, and I really take pride in my work. A lot of people don't take pride in their work. A lot of people just are in this for a quick buck. This is my career. I've been self-employed for about more than 2 years now, and I always wanted, to tell the truth, I wanted to be an electrician when I was probably like in my youth, I'm still young, but like in my early 20s, I wanted to be an electrician. And it all started when I had took apart my PS2 and put it back together and got it working. And I took apart my stereo system because the disc tray kept on jamming, and I unjammed it, took it apart, but I was like, you know what, I like this stuff. I love working my hands. I love taking stuff apart, seeing what's wrong with it, and fixing it. And so now that's what I do. And I went to school. I was about to go to school, actually. Let me correct myself. I was about to go to this school, this trade school called Wild Tech. I don't think they're around anymore. I was about to go to this school called Wild Tech to learn how to be an electrician. I had my classes all already. I knew how much my tuition was going to be. It was about to be like $33,000, I believe. And then it didn't work out because I got promoted at my job. But then I worked at Radio Shack, which kind of taught me a lot about more stuff, in that field. And then I worked for Beats by Dre, and my responsibility was to make sure all the displays with Apple and Beats by Dre were functional. So I would have to take it apart, and when we upgraded it, I learned about screws and motherboards and just how things operate inside the display. And then I started working at Target. And Target, that's what got me another jump start. I was a property management lead, a property management tech. I think it was a property management lead. I got to know about different tools, power tools. I learned a lot. I learned about the ACs. I learned about refrigeration. I learned about electrical. I learned a lot of things. And then I moved into apartment maintenance. I was a maintenance man in an apartment complex. And I was trained by another maintenance man. And then I just fell in love with it. Every day I was doing plumbing. Every day I was doing carpentry, installing closet doors, taking out closet doors, learning how to take things apart, and I just fell in love with it. I really take pride in my work. I love when you can fix something that a customer has a problem with, and they thank you for it. And it just makes my pride grow, and I love it. Next step is to study for my general contractor license, so I could bid on bigger jobs, like a remodel. I always help on them, but I want to be like the middleman now, the go-to person, where I hire out all the trades and contractors. So I went to school for that already. I just got study for my tests and take it. I got the experience. I got it all signed and everything. I just need to go and sign up for it. This was part of the remodel. I didn't install this, but whoever installed this, like, the edges were sharp. And so the client's like, hey, can you sand this down or shave it down? I was like, yeah. So I just had to think. I was like, okay, what can I use to shave this down? This is like stone or whatever it is, marble. I don't know what it was. But I was like, let me get my, I went to in Home Depot, it's like where you find the rotary tools at, or the Dremels. And they had this thing right here. I was like, oh, it sands it down. Okay, this should work. And that's all I did. There's a few spots where it was very sharp. Like if you just rub your hand down it, you will definitely cut yourself. So that's all I did right here, was just get this tool, put it on my drill, and just sand it down. And you can feel me touching it. And I was like, okay, cool. This is sanded down. And I'm going slow too. I'm going slow. Then you can see right here where, I think it's probably the adhesive that's sticking out. You see that straight line going down. I was like, let me try to sand this down too to make it look more presentable. But you guys, anything's possible. You gotta put your mind to it. I know that sounds so cliche, but it really is that simple. You gotta get your mindset into that zone. That I want to do this. Let me figure out how to do it. And with the internet giving you so much information, you should be able to find anything, how to do anything now. But yeah, guys, if you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I got more coming out. I'm almost at 1,200 subscribers. I'm probably like 3 away. And then my next goal is to be like at 5,000 subscribers. But you guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for continuing the support. And if you watch this first time watching the video, leave a like. If you like the video, leave a like. Got any questions, leave a comment. See you guys next time.